What's going on, guys? This is That Garage. You're with the Supercar Viking, and I'm going to show y'all how to modify this Ferrari F12. Oh yeah, we're going to slam it and we're going to put big deep dish wheels on it. Let's go. Alright, so you know who it is. It's Supercar Viking. Like the intro said, we're about to do some modifications to my daughter's Ferrari. I was supposed to clean the garage today. Kind of janky in here, but this is probably more important. 55 sitting out there nice and clean, you know what I mean? And we're gonna go ahead and get this started. We gotta move this beast first, so I'll walk through some stuff with that, all right? But I'm gonna walk you through some of the projects that we're gonna have to go through, and you guys are gonna go through with me. So you can see the interior is kind of tore up on the NSX. These are stock seats. I mean, hell, not too shabby, I guess, for 1990s, early 90s. It's a 91, so it's not too shabby. Stock wheel, stock cluster, and then you have this ugly stuff going on here. Now, when I did the motor swap, obviously I needed to put the air fuel ratio gauge somewhere, and that's where I wanted to put it because I do have a center console for this that's it's full carbon fiber. So as you can see, I'm carbon fibered out in here. Yeah, back here too. And all that's missing because doing some work on here, trying to figure out some of the tuning things, and we tore out the carpet because we're gonna go to the 80/20 loop that comes in the NSXR. I just don't feel like paying the 10 grand, 7 grand for the Type R carpet, and it has to be right hand drive. So this is, like I said, this is sitting here. That's going to change. We're going to have it mounted in here because on the carbon fiber one, this one, it has the hole for where the ashtray and radio went and all that other stuff. I modified this to fit the double din for now. It's stock, but we ended up cutting. There used to be a bar here, and like you can see, it's all janky. But this is a stock one. We'll get the other one. I won't be running the air fuel ratio gauge because I do have a nav pod that's set up with digital gauges, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go with you guys how to make a shift boot. We're gonna go through the install of the short shifter as well, but that's another time. So let's get this thing moving, shall we? That's the NSX color in the sun if you haven't seen it yet. So it's kind of windy out here today. What we're going to end up doing is we're going to close the garage. We're going to put up a table so we can work on my daughter's Ferrari F12. Coincidentally, we're going to go ahead and use the same paint that is for the NSX, and we're gonna go ahead and paint this, but that's another video. This is only part one. We're gonna go ahead and what we're doing today is we're gonna go ahead and take the wheels and we're gonna deep dish them, and then I'm going to try and lower it a little bit. So that should be interesting and fun. And like always, my channel is not premeditated. It was just something I've been wanting to do to it for a while. Haven't had time, so we're gonna go ahead and hit that. And to be honest, I don't know what to expect, so bear with me. I already got two of the hubcaps, if you will, off. But like I said, bear with me. We're gonna be working through this together. We're probably gonna encounter some issues, but we're gonna fix that. real quick, like, you know what I mean? All right, let me get this table set up. All right, we're back in here. I got the table set up. Yes, that is my lumberjack tablecloth, and we're fucking using it today. You don't like it? Fuck off. No, I'm just joking. So, all right. This is the stuff I think we're going to be using. I saw some cotter pins under the hubcap on the other side. So we're going to go ahead and take those out. But more importantly, let's talk about this thing. So it's a little 6-volt. It's not fast at all. My daughter cannot stand it because it is just too slow. Mind you, she just turned 3 and she rides with me in the NSX and the AMG, and you know, we do car things quite a bit. So I'm going to do a full overhaul on this. I'm going to paint it the same color as the NSX. I'm going to deep dish the wheels and paint them. That's why you see that gold, which we'll talk about here in a minute. And I'm going to lower it and possibly stance it, just because, hey, we're not ruining any tires here. We're not worried about her spinning out on the corner. You know what I mean? So we might stance it a little bit, give it a little bit of camber, make it look kind of cool, and then we will. Didn't never notice that. Let's just add some motors to this and see how that runs. All right. So we will be throwing like some LEDs under here and doing some pretty fast and furious things. But you know what? We're gonna have fun with it. I hope you guys have fun with it, and I hope we can get this going. But down to business, the wheels. I'm gonna show you why we're going gold. All right. This may look copper or rose gold on the video, I'm not sure, but this is gold. We're gonna have to cut this because it doesn't quite fit, but that's all right. We're gonna get it going in here. But let me show you more importantly why we're going gold on that. This is the NSX project room. Don't mind the bed. And this is exactly why we're going gold. Because these bad boys will be going on the NSX. Don't tell nobody though. It's supposed to be a secret. But you'll see a bunch of these projects coming through the carpet. That's the old carpet I tried to dye, which we'll talk about once we get to this carpet. A bunch of NSX parts we had to put some Alcantara on, which will be another video as well. And obviously the seats, which we're going to make some custom brackets. And like I said earlier, that's the nav pod that goes up there that we're going to go ahead and we're going to run our digital gauges off of. Now you see why we have the gold. We're going to go ahead and get started on these deep dish wheels. This is a 6-inch cake pan. If you guys are doing this at home, obviously you're going to have to measure your guys' wheels. And basically we're going to end up cutting this out right in here. You'll see it as I go through the video, how I'm going to do that and how I'm going to measure it, and then we'll get through to it. All right, let's get started. So if you want to use the air tool, the air grinder with sandpaper, you got to be careful if you're using this at home and you're not hand sanding because this is going so fast. The RPMs are so quick that it can melt the plastic. Let me see if I can get something going on this piece. If it's too fast, it'll melt. And you can kind of see how it melted and now it clumped up. So you don't want that. Just kind of hit it. If you see anything. Obviously you can go in, but don't do too much because that's what happens right there. I mean, too easy to clean it up, but to save y'all some trouble.
Butter.
Okay, how am I gonna do this? See, I want to use this caliper, right? I don't know how I'm gonna get it in here behind the wheel. I might be goods. trying to debate because we're gonna take off the Ferrari. Well, we're gonna paint this the same color as the NSX. And the calipers are gonna go the same color. You see how it says Ferrari? She was gonna put NSX right here, and then she said let's debadge the whole thing and put all NSX stuff on there. I mean, I'm gonna make NSX badges that small, but actually it'll just be Honda badges. I could probably order Honda stickers, to be honest, but it doesn't look like, it looks like a Ferrari. Yeah. So that'd be kind of fraudulent. Yeah. And I'd probably get a shit ton of hate. And the Alright guys, the video's getting kind of long, so I'm going to take some time right here to go ahead and give you a little rundown. I am not certified at any of this, so if you're going to follow this as a guide more than it is instructional, and then go from there. I hope I've been able to help some of you guys work up the confidence to go ahead and build one of these ride-on toys or Power Wheels, if you will. And if you have any questions, you want me to explain any better on anything you've seen here today, please let me know.
I love gold!
Alright guys, so there we have it. Full deep dish wheel, fully assembled, glued, everything. I'm just doing the calipers on the front too. So you can see this one's over here. I've already started on suspension, so that comes next. That's the next video. I'm gonna show you how to lower the car and get it stance out, give it a wider stance, and we should be good on that, on the wheel setup, on the suspension setup, and then we'll move on to other things. Sneak peek on what I did. I got videos coming up for that as well. One thing I do want to point out is that these holes on the pans themselves, you can see this one I kind of jacked up. You saw in the video I put it on top of the actual wheel right here. Put it on top of the actual wheel, and then I drilled the hole. I marked it and drilled the hole. I definitely suggest you wait until you cut out the wheel and then set your pan. If you have this type of wheel, of course. Set your pan and then drill through the back as level as you can. Now, if you have a press drill, perfect. You can go, but using, let me just show you kind of what I have to deal with. Using this, you can shift left and right like such, and then you'll get an off-center hole. I was able to fix it, thank God. I'm going to be using a washer setup, but I was able to fix it that way it didn't wobble. I ended up using this ring that was on the front inside the pan, between the pan and the actual skeleton of the wheel. So these wheels were kind of cheap anyways. Like this whole ride-on toy was kind of cheap, so it wobbles anyway. But you guys want to make sure that you're cutting around here and placing your pan as evenly as you can, so it'll minimize the wobble. So that's about it, guys.